Shalom Ve'erev Tov, everyone. My name is Rabbi Deborah McKenzie, and we will begin our Ma'ariv service in just under 5 minutes. I hope everyone has had a wonderful weekend and a very, very awesome Monday. שבט אחים גם יחד, הנה טובו מניים, שבט אחים גם יחד. Shalom Ve'erev Tov. Welcome to Monday Ma'ariv service with Rabbi Deborah McKenzie. I hope everyone's having a very wonderful Monday. Shalom, Jessica. How are you? There you go. We have to make the best of our current status. Shalom, Claudia. How are you? So, Claudia, do you all have kind of mandatory stay in place where you have to kind of stay at home, or at least practice social distancing? It's something a number of us are engaged in here in the States, where we basically are locked in place. Hello, Sue Marie, how are you? We will be starting our Ma'ariv service in just under 2 minutes. Hope everyone's having a wonderful Monday. Hope everyone's had a wonderful weekend. Yes, that's we're many of us are in those situations where we have to stay at home. Hello, Troy. How are you? Shalom. Good idea, Sue Marie. It's very good. Not every state has mandatory stay in place, or every county or region, but Maryland does. Hey, Shalom, John. How are you? We will begin our Ma'ariv service in just under 1 minute. Hello, Rabbi Karen. How are you? Rabbi Karen says she's driven to her parents' house to leave toilet paper and paper towels at their door. I tell you, I never understood the precious commodity that toilet paper and paper towels were. But that's the first thing to go in the stores here in the States. I'm saying that for Claudia's sake. Shalom Ve'erev Tov, everyone. My name is Rabbi Deborah McKenzie. I'm located in Clarksburg, Maryland, which is a suburb of Washington, D.C., and it is indeed my honor and pleasure to be with you all this evening. We will be using the Rabbi Deborah Sidur and the online Sidurim. We'll also using the chat function both on the Sim Shalom website. Shalom Judy, Shalom Ellen, as well as our social media sites. So with that, let us welcome each other, as I hope all of you have had I hope you're finding ways to smile and have a wonderful, wonderful workaround to some of our normal functions. So I hope you've had a great weekend, and I hope you had an awesome Monday. Shalom Roland, Shalom Larry, and let us welcome each other with the Hine Matov. Hine Matov u'manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine Matov u'manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine Matov, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine Matov, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine Matov u'manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine Matov u'manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. Behold how good and pleasant it is for brothers and sisters to dwell together. Welcome, everyone. Hello, Reba. How are you? Let us all join together with the call for worship and the Baruch Hu. Baruch Hu et Adonai Hamvorach. Baruch Adonai Hamvorach le'olam va'ed. Praise be the Lord, unto whom all praises are due. Praise be the Lord, unto whom all praises are due, now and forever. Shalom, Rabbi Veronica. How are you? Now, what I have noticed is that the sun, it is dusk. The sun is setting, although it's still lighter out than it has been, so it is wonderful. But let us embrace the evening with the Ma'ariv Aravim. Praised are you, Adonai, who rules the universe. By your word is the evening dusk, and by your wisdom is the dawn. The day is designed wondrously, and the seasons are set in order, and by your will are the stars arranged in the sky. Adonai Tzavaot is your name. You create day and night, rolling light away from darkness and darkness away from light. Eternal God, your sovereignty shall embrace us forever. Praised are you, Adonai, for each evening's dusk. Baruch atah Adonai, Hama'ariv Aravim. Amen. Hello, Amy. How are you? Let us go to the Ahavat Olam in English. Amy, hold. We've got you. We're embracing you. And shalom, Joseph. Everlasting love. You offered your people Israel by teaching us Torah and mitzvot, laws and precepts. Therefore, Adonai our God, when we lie down and when we rise up, we will meditate on your laws and your commandments. We will rejoice in your Torah forever. Day and night we will reflect on them, for they are our life, and doing them lengthens our days. Never remove your love from us. Praise to you, Adonai, who loves your people Israel and everyone from around the world. Let us affirm our faith with the Shema. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Hear, O Israel, the Eternal One is our God. The Eternal God is one. And you shall love Adonai your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your might. Take to heart these instructions with which I charge you this day. Impress them upon your children. Recite them when you stay at home and when you are away, when you lie down and when you get up. Bind them as a sign on your hand and let them serve as a symbol on your forehead. Inscribe them on the doorposts of your house and on your gates. Thus you shall remember to do all these commandments and to be holy to your God. I am Adonai your God, who brought you out of the land of Egypt to be your God. I am Adonai your God. Adonai Elohechem Emet. Let us go to the Mi Chamocha. Mi Chamocha Ba'elim Adonai, Mi Chamocha Nedar Ba'Kodesh, Norati Lot Osefele. Who is like you, O God, among the gods that are worshipped? Who is like you, majestic in holiness, awesome in splendor, working wonders? Let us go to the Hashkivenu, our ever request for protection. Make us, Adonai, to lie down in peace, and awaken us again, our sovereign in life. Spread over us your shelter of peace, and guide us with your good counsel. Save us because of your mercy. Shield us from enemies and pestilence, from starvation, sword, and sorrow. Remove the evil forces that surround us, and shelter us in the shadow of your wings, O God, who watches over us and delivers us, our gracious and merciful ruler. Guard our coming and our going. Grant us life and peace, now and always. Praised are you, Adonai, eternal guardian of your people Israel. Baruch atah Adonai, Shemer Amo Yisrael la'ad. Amen. Let us go to the Chatzi Kaddish. Yitgadal v'yitkadash Shemer Rabbah, V'yalma divrach rute v'yamlich malchutei. בחייכון וביומכון ובחייכו בישראל בגלה ובזמן קריב ואמרו אמן. ישמר רבה מבורך לעולם עולם העמיה יתברך וישתבח ויפאר וירומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי לקודשה בריחו לאלה מן כה ברכתה ושירתה תושבחתה ונחמתה דמירן בעלמא ואמרו amen. At this time, let us have a moment of silent devotion, silent meditation, silent reflection, and let us just try to release some of the day. Try to release some of your day. At this time, let us go to page 14 for Tefillat HaAmidah, and let us lift our spirits and raise our hearts and stand humbly in prayer. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu ve'Elohei Avotenu v'Imotenu Elohei Avraham Elohei Yitzchak ve'Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah Elohei Rivka Elohei Rachel ve'Elohei Leah האל הגדול, הגיבור והנורא, אל עליון, גומר חסדים טובים, וקונה הכל, וזוכר חסדי אבות ואימהות, מביא גאולה לבני בניהם, למען שמו באהבה. מלך עוזר מושיע ומגן, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham, Yezrat Sarah. Atah gibor le'olam Adonai, mechayeh hakol atah, Rav le'hoshia. Mashiv arach morid hagashem, mechakel chayim bechesed, mechayeh hakol ברחמים רבים, צומח נופלים ורופא חולים, ומתיר אסורים, ומקיים אמונתו לשני עפר. מי כמוך בעל גבורות, ומי דומה לך? מלך ממית ומחיה ומצמיח ישועה, V'ne'emarata l'chayot hakol. Baruch atah Adonai mechayeh hakol. Welcome, Elizabeth. Welcome, Wendy. And welcome, Freddie. Shalom. I hope everyone has, we're living in an unprecedented time of sorts with coronavirus and COVID-19. And it's a time where I don't know if anybody thought that, one incident could have such a tremendous ripple and impact across the entire globe as this has. And, it has stressed economies, it has stressed financial systems, it has stressed many of our lives, as we have all in some way, form, or shape or another have had to grasp and kind of adjust to what, at least maybe temporarily, as far as we know, maybe a new circumstances and a new normal. Certainly that, on top of everything else we have been trying to do in our lives, it comes with its own set of additional frustrations, and anxieties. And no matter how strong our faith, we still don't know. And that in of itself creates its own set of anxieties. And all these things draw on our energy and our attention, and, we try to compensate for these. And in the middle of all this, it is so very easy for us to forget the milestones in our journeys to date that have actually been signs of blessing and achievement, and these points of light that have paved our path that really, really show that we are blessed, and that, for better or for worse, Adonai is watching us and watching over us. So I want you to take this moment to just breathe and smile and be present in your own journey, to recall, remember, and acknowledge your achievements, the lessons you've learned, the loved ones in your lives, the kindnesses and good fortunes that you've shared and received, moments when you've had a joyful heart, sounds of a bird chirping and it's caused you to smile, moments when you've had sincere gratitude or a sense of peace, or any of the many and varied blessings with which you have been blessed. Recall those now as I read the Hoda'ah aloud. And if you are inclined, please type in at least one item for which you are truly, truly grateful. We proclaim that you are Adonai, our God, and the God of our ancestors throughout all time. You are the rock of our lives, the shield of our salvation in every generation. We thank you and praise you for our lives that are in your hand, for our souls that are in your charge, for your miracles that are with us daily, for your wonders and gifts that accompany us at all times, evening, morning, and noon. You are good and your mercy is everlasting. You are compassionate and your kindness never ending. We have always, always, always placed our hope in you. John says that we have lived such blessed lives. This uncertainty is new to our experience, but our ancestors endured and overcame so much more. We will endure and overcome also. Very, very true. Jessica says, Sim Shalom, and Rabbi Steve. And thank you, Jessica. Elizabeth, to have this rabbi and community to come and share. Thank you. And Amy, even though she's in tears, she's grateful for all of us. Thank you. John is truly grateful for Sim Shalom and this wonderful community, a wonderful comfort in challenging times and a blessing at all times. Thank you. Judy is grateful. She has matzah, horseradish, walnuts, and grapefruit, everything special needed for a remote Seder. Thank you, Judy. And Larry is so thankful that friends and family are virus-free thus far. And Roland is grateful for enduring perseverance. Ellen is grateful for this day. Wendy has so much to be grateful for, and she thanks us and thanks God for all that they have. You know, and Rabbi Karen is grateful for the Sim Shalom family and to be part of it. Well, certainly. I am grateful for all of you. I hope if this is a new experience for you coming to Sim Shalom, I hope that you're feeling while we are practicing and have been inherently practicing social distancing, I hope you're feeling the spiritual closeness amongst everyone here. I am truly grateful for cherry blossoms because we've put a restriction on us being able to see them. So it's those little things that you start to miss when they're taken away. I'm grateful that springtime is, for all intents and purposes, here. I am completely grateful again for all of you and for family and friends, everyone who has, it's the COVID-19 is around us, but Baruch Hashem has not impacted family and friends. So I am very, very, very grateful. And Freddie is grateful that we come together as one. Yachad ve'echad. And Rabbi Karen at all shuls and churches have discovered that we've been right all along on online services. Not to toot our own horn, Rabbi Karen, but that one certainly in the books. And I know that there are so many out there who feel not only the cabin fever but feel isolated. And at Sim Shalom, I certainly don't want you to feel. None of us do. And Rabbi Karen and Rabbi Steve, Rabbi Nancy, Rabbi Galit, none of us want you to ever feel isolated in our company. And certainly we hope that that is something that you do not experience here at Sim Shalom. So thank you all so very much for all these goodness and blessings. We shall ever praise and exalt you. May every living creature thank you and praise you faithfully, God of our deliverance and our help. Praised are you, Adonai, the essence of goodness, to whom it is worthy to give praise. Amen. The Amen. Yes, Troy, there are a number of places where online services is kind of a different and new concept. And I am, all we can do is invite them to Sim Shalom to take in the experience of how close a community can be and how we do care and reach out to each other and care for each other, even if it's during our time together. but certainly there are bonds that are formed at Sim Shalom. So, and we know that in as much as we all are here together, that there are those who are in need of healing and in need of recovery, in need of strengthening, in need of hope and inspiration, in need of comfort, in need of acceptance, in need of solace, and in need of peace. So at this time, as we move forward, please type in the names of those for whom you want the prayer for healing said. And as I say each name aloud, please let us join together in our collective intention to inspire and to pray for complete healing and restoration. Welcome, Beth. Heal us, Adonai, and we shall be healed. Help us, and we shall be saved. For you are our glory. Grant complete and perfect healing for all of our afflictions. And may you who blessed our ancestors, may it be your will to send complete healing and restoration of body, mind, and soul to all healthcare workers, Amy and Alan Bennett, Beth's dad, Miles Garnett, and Beth Batia Malka Bas Perchaya, Eric Ben Maggie, Nina, Judy Bakre, Jenny Batwana, first responders around the world, Sid and Joyce, Rabbi Karen's cats, Robin, Ronnie, Miriam and Maxine, Audrey, Jan, Van Joan Roman. I'd like to welcome Kingsley. Those who suffer from COVID-19, all with COVID-19, and those struggling with corona. Marcus, Roz, Dan, George, all food service and grocery workers. Henry Wilson, certainly all those who are essential and have to be out there working, and their families. We'll also add Anthony Ward, Stephanie, Lucy, Valerie, Aaron, Maddie, Trey, Mayo, Bonnie, Izumi, Malcolm, Rosen, Albert, Alexis, Terry, Bernard, Mary, and Joseph Aronofsky. Vogel family, Shandel Bat Sharon, Me'ach Ben Sorka, Chana Bat Shandel, Rabbi William Love and his family. Leah, Adnom Gabru, Miriam, the Ringo family, the Gracken family, Ula, Marlene Batkaya, Sandra Batselma, Robert, Dorothy, Kyle, Linda, Jean, Sue, Bob, Scott, Jimmy. Rabbi Karen's son, Mabel Sanders, the Evans and Jones family. JCM, Laura, Vicky, and Gloria. The Evans and Jones family, the Pilates family. John Lewis, all people around the world with coronavirus. Rabbi Norman Maybloom and his family, Rabbi Miriam Sachs-Leshem and her family. Rabbi Galit, all medical workers, and Rabbi Galit and her husband Bob, Ken Dutko and his family, Ike and his family, the Langholt family. The Arbo family, Michael and John, the Allen family, Sydney and the Sudberg family, the Nguyen, Wendy Vogel, Patty Vogel, the James family, the Wright family, the Haley and Doyle families, Roland and Judy Hansen, the Frankel family, those injured, as well as family and friends of those lost in tragedies of 2020, as well as those impacted, our brothers and sisters impacted by causeless hatred, anti-Semitism, racism, misinformation, misunderstanding, and psychological and physiological inconsistencies that lead to violence and fatalities amongst religious assemblies, as well as those wounded warriors and families of those who have been injured or who have made the ultimate sacrifice. Williola, Fred, Sarah, Zechariah, Zephaniah, Sion, Israela, Rob, Rich, Sylvia, Matt, Eli Asemacher, Aaron, Lucy, the Sutton and Crowley families, the Jazer Nelson family, Marsha, Herbert, Rachel, Gilaloma Bat Rachel, Bill, Avat Bat Miriam, Rabbi Jenny and her family and her brother Dave, Rabbi Tony, the Terry family, the Cohen family, Saliha and her grandmother and the Chikiri family, and Steve Davis. Along with all others who suffer. And may those who tend to those who are ill, Adonai, be strengthened and encouraged so that they may be protected, we may be protected and served by intending and attending to their restoration, serving as an instrument of your healing and reflecting your blessing and goodness in their time of need. For you are the faithful and merciful God of healing. May this come to pass speedily in our day. Praised are you, Adonai, who is the healer of Israel, all people everywhere, and all of your creation. And let us say, Amen, Amen. And for all those whose names we have called, as well as those names that we still hold in our hearts and in our minds, for them do we intend and pray for a complete and speedy refuah shlema. Amen, Amen. Thank you, Judy. That might not be a bad idea. So with that, let us go to page 22 for the Aleinu. Aleinu l'shabeach l'Adon hakol, latet gedula liyotze breshit, shelo asanu kegoye haratzot, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים, משתחווים ומודים, לפני מלך מלכי המלכים, הקדוש ברוך הוא. ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו אחד. And it is said, and the Lord shall be sovereign over all the earth, And in that day shall the Lord be one, and Adonai's name one. At this time, let us remember those who have transitioned to the world beyond to their eternal rest. And we know that these dearest and precious souls, even though they are no longer with us, their lives, their legacies, their journeys are ever imprinted in our hearts and in our minds. Even with the passage of time, we still hold them ever precious. So if you are in mourning or are observing a yard site, please join me in saying the Mourner's Kaddish. And if you are inclined, please feel free to type in the names of those whose memories you cherish and recall this evening. Yit Gadal v'yit Kadash Shemei Rabbah. Be'alma divrach rute v'yamlich malchute. V'chayechon v'yomechon v'chayedech obei Israel. Ba'galal v'zman. Karivi imru. Amen. Yehei Shemei Rabbah mevorach le'olam u'lamei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yipa'ar v'yirumam v'yitnaseh. V'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal Shemei dekudsha b'rechu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata da'amiran be'alma v'imru Amen. Yehei shalamar Rabbah min shemaya v'chayim aleinu v'yal kol Yisrael v'imru Amen. Osei shalom b'imromav hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu v'yal kol Yisrael v'yal kol yoshvei tevel v'imru Amen. Tonight we remember H. Lee Stern and Arlene June Stern. We remember Judy's dad, Norman Brodkey, Ethel Helenthal, and Helen Telikowski, Elena Telikowski. Tonight we also remember those who were lost to and succumbed to COVID-19. We remember Beth's mother, Paula Eileen Cohen, Apira Chaya Bas Freda, Rick Holmes, all those who have no one to say Kaddish for them, Martin Rice, Janet Vardaman, and Amy, let's see, Kenny Rogers, Shoah victims, flu victims, Guillermo Quiroga, Roland's uncle. We'll also add Sammy, Merv Dickinson, Benny Mayo, Kentor Royal Rockman, Elijah Cummings, Paula Becky's Uncle Tom, Leslie Martin Davidson, Joanne Mastro, Robert Levinson. We'll also add Jean Leif, Austin Cohen, Steve Moser, Philip Moore, Harry, Mary, and Robert Aronofsky, Carol Martin, Martha Allen, Spencer Nelson, Lisa McGowan, Freddie James, Mrs. Orlandi, Lorenzo Wright, Uncle Mervyn Cohen, Grandma Faye Cohen, Grandfather Benjamin Cohen, and Harvey Cohen. Norman Love, Danielle Ben Leah, John Whitehead, Lynn Ringel, Irvie Sanders, Winnie Evans, Tom Doyle, Casey Williams Jr., Luba Frankel, Rabbi Janie Gracken, Nina Pilates, Michael, Arlene Maybloom, Ann Skolnick, Ruth Savin, Audrey McKenzie, Bernice Tunick, Tom Sutphin, Stephanie's brother, Alice's grandmother, Goldie Cooper, the soldiers and warfighters who have perished, and those who have perished in tragedies of 2020. All souls are with you, O Sovereign. So teach us to number our days that we may apply our hearts unto wisdom. And teach us to live wisely and unselfishly, courageously and fruitfully, in truth and in understanding, in love and in peace, so that our remembrance of them will be more than just mere moments of regret, but rather serve as a catalyst for more noble and inspired living. And may the names of those whose memories we cherish be for us a blessing, and we include Benjamin. And may we bring honor to them by our living, and may we become worthy, so that those who come after us may likewise remember us for good, as we this day affectionately remember those who are unto us a blessing. And let us say, Amen, the Amen. Well, Chaverim, Mishpacha, we have come to the end of our Mariv service this evening. Welcome, Barbara. How are you? Indeed, it is a pleasure and an honor to be with you all and to be in service with you all. It is indeed. It's still, even though my work situation has changed, it's still a wonderful way to transition the day, and I hope that you can feel that energy as well. Of course, Sim Shalom still has and continues to have Mariv services every weeknight, Mondays through Thursdays with JSLI rabbis, with Rabbi Karen being on tomorrow night. And we also have Friday nights Kabbalat Shabbat with Rabbi Steve. Pesach is coming up. Let's see, we're about 18 days out. So I'm looking forward to it, and I'm hoping that, that it becomes a time of a change. I hope there's a change in our current global situation with COVID-19, that coronavirus takes a break around Pesach. But if it doesn't, we will certainly adjust to that. As such, Rabbi Steve mentioned on Friday night that he will be streaming Pesach Seder. So we keep an eye out for information on that. If you are studying this week's parsha is Vayikra. We are in the third book of the Torah, Vayikra, or Leviticus. So, please, if you are studying this parsha, a couple of things that stick out for me, and it actually started a little bit last week with the two parshiot, was this thing about giving of oneself, and in this parsha, it's about talking about the korbanot, the offerings, be it animal sacrifices or meal offerings or drink offerings, and the peace offerings, the guilt offering. And at the base of all of those is this giving of yourself, be it out of guilt or be it out of trying to right a wrong, or be it for just, trying to offer peace or for peace, or just out of the goodness and celebrating life in a way. There is, with this parsha, a process by which this is done, which, after all of the specificity of the Mishkan being built, shouldn't be too much of a surprise. But the idea of giving here is what, to me, is the part that resonates with me. This emphasis of giving and how important it is for us to be able to, and not so much the physical aspect. Most of these, we don't do these in traditional Judaism, but there is an energy that comes with giving that makes it ever so much important, and it's still ever a tremendous important part of traditional Judaism. And so that does completely resonate with me, and it resonates specifically at this time where many of us are, as we do have these changes in our lives. It does require us to offer more patience. It does require us to offer assistance where we can, to be giving and to be open. It also requires us, of course, to be smart and do things in order. And John, I know you made a comment earlier about washing of hands. That is, that is so essential in Judaism. We have our own special prayer for that, and there are many Orthodox Jews who do this many times a day, for whom this, this notion of washing your hands frequently would be like, what? People don't do that? So, but, there are all these parts that come together where we have to be smart in order to not be infected, but we still want to be able to give, and there are still ways in which certainly we can be giving of ourselves for all of the reasons necessary to be able to engage with other people, to communicate with other people, and to be of service. So if you are studying this week's parsha, I bid you great study. I want to thank you all tremendously again. I hope you all are doing well. I may have some stuff to share with you over the week, so if you are interested, and if you haven't checked out my Facebook page, check it out a little bit later this week. I'm working on some things to help us get through this time. Just little tidbits of things, but just to kind of help us not lose our faith and not lose our perspective as we adjust. We want to maintain our equilibrium. So with that, I want to thank you all again. Please allow me to bless you with the threefold blessing before we go into our Monday evening. Yevarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha. Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'chunecha. Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom. Again, I want to thank you all so much. Erev tov u'layla tov u'shavua tov. Please be safe. Please be well. Please be blessed. Please be careful. Most of all, be a blessing. Shine your light. And I look forward to seeing you all very soon. Rabbi Karen's in tomorrow night, so sign on for her as well if you are able to. Thank you, Saliha. And I look forward to seeing you all again very soon. Take care. God bless you all. Love you and good night.